Hello, my name is Sherri Tiedemann. Welcome to the second week of Advent. During the Advent season, our Wednesday midweek devotions each focus on different Christmas carols and the story behind each of them. Today is the story of Little Town of Bethlehem. In Micah 5:2, this prophecy is made. Bethlehem, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel. The backstory of the lyricist Phillips Brooks starts in 1835, when he was born. There was nothing little about Phillips Brooks. He stood nearly 6'6" and weighed over 300 pounds. A ninth-generation Bostonian from distinguished Puritan stock, he became an Episcopalian minister, and his work carried great power in both Boston and Philadelphia. He preached topical sermons rather than basing his text on a spiritual reading. His delivery was exuberant. He felt he had more to say than he had time to say it. Yet, he is considered one of the United States' greatest preachers. At the age of 30, Brooks visited the Holy Land, traveling by horseback from Jerusalem on December 24th, 1865. He attended a Christmas Eve service at the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. The service was 5 hours long. Brooks was deeply moved by being near the spot where Jesus was born, and it seemed as though he could hear individual voices he knew from over his lifetime singing hymns of praise to God and sharing the wonderful night of the Savior's birth. In 1867, as he was preparing for the Christmas season, he wanted to compose an original hymn for the children to sing for the Christmas program. Often hymns at this time are written for children, knowing that putting music along with the gospel, they would pique their memory throughout their lives. Being inspired by his worship experience in Bethlehem in 1865, he wrote a hymn of 5 stanzas and gave the words to the church's organist, asking him to write a melody. He told the organist, Louis Redner, that if he wrote a good one, he would name the hymn St. Louis in honor of him. Louis took the poem, felt uninspired, and he struggled with the request from Brooks. But it is recorded with the night before the Christmas program. He was awakened with the music ringing in his soul, so he put his pen to paper and the words and the music were joined. It is amazing that the next day, with little time to practice, a group of 6 Sunday school teachers and 36 children sang "O Little Town of Bethlehem" for the Christmas program. Being very pleased with the melody, Brooks did name the hymn after the organist. Phillips Brooks lived until he was in 1893, leaving us with the beloved hymn of the Christmas season. My favorite lyrics for "O Little Town of Bethlehem is I think about the 3rd verse, and I'll just sing you my favorite part now. How silently, the wondrous gift is given, so God imparts to human hearts the blessing of his heaven. No ear may hear his coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive him still, the dear Christ enters in. I hope you enjoyed this story. Have a lovely week.